What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was Sagittarius, so we're going to go ahead and get it popping. But hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Marlene, what's poppin'? How's it going? What's going on? Finding happiness. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Hey, Zephyr. What's happening? Rastafari and how are you guys doing here today? I do want to mention, guys, if you're interested in my sale, check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. I'm doing a 20% off sale on 15-minute personal readings. Use code POPPIN. It's going to be POPPIN for 20% off. But all right, everybody, happy Wednesday. Let's go ahead and hop on into this, and we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to start out here with the Sagittarians today. Let me just fix something real quick on my screen, and then we'll go ahead and begin today's daily reading. 1 second, everybody. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Okay, starting out here with Sagittarius. Let's see what's up. What do we got going on for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here for the zodiac sign of Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Oh, well, thank you, Dana. Much love to you, too. And Zephyr, you said you're moving on Friday. Congratulations on the move. Hope it's going to be smooth, fun, and safe. All right. What do we got going on for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What is up with you? Team Saggy, let's go ahead and check it out. Starting out with the overall energy for Sagittarius, we do have here the Sun card. Okay, you could be connecting with a Leo for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we got here the Magician. What you're dealing with, we have here the Death in reverse. And then the outcome for Sagittarius is going to go ahead and be the Two of Cups in the reverse position. So taking a look into your next 24 hours, Sun card here to the Magician card showing up for the Sagittarius. Kind of feels to me like you're in a space here right now where you're definitely attracting in a lot of happiness. Looks like the next 24 hours is going to be like you're in a relatively positive mood. It's good vibes here so far. I mean, having a look at what you're dealing with, Death in reverse, I think something here is not necessarily over. And I think you're happy about that retrospect. You're pretty happy that something isn't necessarily over just yet in your life. Because looking at the outcome, Two of Cups reversed, even though you're not connected to what it is that you want, you're happy to know that you still have a chance here to make things work. So I feel like Sagittarius, something that's making you incredibly happy is starting to realize that something isn't over yet. There's still a chance to make it work. There's still a chance to make it happen. Maybe some of you guys got a little bit nervous. Maybe you had an interview for a job. You might have felt like you blew that interview and you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to get hired now. But then maybe a second chance kind of comes in for you and you're like, wait a second, I didn't blow that interview. I have another chance. I can make this work. I can still get this job. You know, maybe something happened in love where you and somebody got in a little bit of a weird place, but it's like, you know what, things aren't over between me and this person. Maybe we just need to approach our relationship in a different manner, in a different retrospect, right? So I'm getting that feeling here for you, Sag, where it's like, you know what, something isn't over yet. I just need to change the way that I'm looking at it. I need to change my perspective to get a different result. As I always say to everybody, right? If you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're gonna get the same results. But if you switch up what it is you're doing, and most importantly, if you switch your perspective, the way you're viewing and seeing stuff, you're definitely gonna have a different result coming into play here for you. So Sag, I like it. I think you're pretty happy dappy. You're looking dapper in the next 24 hours. It looks to me like you guys are just super excited because something's not yet over. I'm switching up my mindset, my perspective, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get the result I'm looking for. So you're staying motivated and not giving up. Love it. Let's go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Really good here though so far, Sag. Really liking this energy for you, okay? All right, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out with fire signs for today. We're going to go ahead and do fire, air, water, earth. So we'll get on into that in just a sec. But Nikki Marie said, I'm so glad I got on. I'm so glad that I got on when you went live. Your advice is always helpful. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. All right, though, guys, we're going to go ahead and move forward. I did say for the lineup, we had fire. So we're going to do fire, air, water, earth. It might be a little hard for me to remember. So guys, bear with me today. If I accidentally mess up, I would really appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get on into it. So let's hop into the air and see what's going on. Going into the air signs, let's have a look here at Gemini. What's happening for the gems, baby? Messages for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What is going on for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What is up with you, Team Gemini? I feel like we only need one more shuffle. So let's go ahead and get that last shuffle and we'll see what's going on. I'm hearing like you're keeping something intact. All right, take that if it resonates, like you're keeping something intact. Some of you guys could be like collectors of items. You might be preserving something, keeping something intact. I don't know if like you collect like art or like a figure or something like that, like a little art figure or something, but you're keeping something intact, okay? Don't know what it is, but hey, take that if it resonates. Looking at the overall energy for Gemini, we got here the Strength card. Looking at your current energy, Five of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got the Five of Cups in reverse, looking at the outcome for you. We do have here the King of Cups showing up in reverse as well. So 3 reversals coming out for you. Not necessarily bad cards to see in reverse though. I mean, having a look at the overall energy, the Strength card usually represents, I need some space. I need to hold back from a situation. I need to, you know, take a little bit of a break is kind of what it tends to represent. And I think that honestly, a break has been well needed because it creates so much less stress on you. I feel like Geminis have kind of been pushing themselves to the core recently. I don't know if you've been pushing yourself to the core at work, in a relationship, or maybe you've been pushing yourself to really strive and thrive in some sort of path that you're currently on. But I'm kind of getting that feeling, Gemini, where you've just been going hard without any kind of breaks. And I think that honestly, a break was well needed. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with, Five of Cups reversed, it's like, oh, I feel so refreshed. You know, I don't feel like I have so much on my plate anymore. I feel absolutely refreshed. And in terms of my emotions right now, I'm a little bit detached emotionally, but I feel like from your perspective, that's okay because right now you're focusing on you instead of putting all your emotions and being a little bit down on yourself or being too hard on yourself. It's like, it's nice to lighten up a little bit is what I'm seeing here for you guys at this time. So Geminis, I'm getting the feeling for you where it's like, you know what? You've been going balls to the wall recently. You've been going super hard on something. And I feel like you've been relatively hard on yourself, but it's nice to be easy on yourself. It's nice for the energy to feel light and airy and not too tough or too rough. And it feels super stress-free. So I like this for you. For some Geminis, this could be that you might be switching your career to something that's a little bit more less stressful. All right. If you've had a super stressful career, you could be going to something that's a lot more easier in terms of stress management. For other Geminis, maybe you've just been on a super strict routine. Maybe it's been a health routine and it's like, you know what? Let me have a cheat day in the next 24 hours. Let me be easy on myself. I don't need to be so hard on myself all the time. So I feel like you're getting some definitely deserved rest. And it feels to me like you're switching things up a little bit considering that you've been pretty hard on yourself, you know? So I like that for you. I think everybody needs to be easy on themselves from time to time. It's good to have discipline, but there's a difference between discipline and pushing yourself beyond a limit. You know what I mean? So Gemini, so far so good. I'm liking it, guys. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. But thank you for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys. So we did the fire. We did the air, hopping on in now into what? It is fire, air, water, earth. Going into the water, let's have a look here at the Cancer. Let's see what's going on here for the Crab Gang, baby. Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What's going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24. By the way, for the 122 peeps in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, that'd be sweet. Thank you for coming out and spending time with me. Hope you're going to be enjoying yourself. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see what's going on for the Cancer. Let's get this last shuffle going on, and we'll see what's popping. Cancer, overall energy here for you is going to be the Five of Cups in reverse. So you could be dealing with a water sign like a fellow Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Having a look at the current energy, we got the Empress in reverse, what you're dealing with. We do have here the Three of Swords reversed, and then the outcome Cancerian is the Ace of Cups reversed as well. So we got a bunch of reversals all across the board, but let's talk about it, guys. So Five of Cups reversed here to the Empress in reverse. It's a card mixture, a card mixture, that's a way to put it, huh? It's two cards that are kind of defining that you're moving on from something here, but Empress reverse can usually be about looking at yourself in a negative light. It could be about looking at a lack of growth. I think Cancer, it's like, I feel like I've been focused so much on things that I considered to be flaws about myself that I'm at a point in time in my life where I'm done calling these things flaws and I'm done giving them so much limelight. I'm really tired of highlighting my flaws, if you will. It hasn't benefited me. It hasn't done me any good. All it's done for me was make me feel insecure and like crap. And I'm really tired of doing that to myself. I want to be kinder to myself here at this time, Cancer. Looking at what you're dealing with, Three of Swords reversed, you know, what the number one thing you want to detach from and separate yourself from right now is being in the energy of putting yourself down. It's about being in the energy of not necessarily being the most kind or most loving to yourself. So looking at the outcome here, Cancer, Ace of Cups reversed, I think that many of you are kind of coming to the realization of like, it's time to turn this cup upright instead of upside down. I think it's the recognition of like, I need to focus more on self-love. I need to stop putting my focus and my attentiveness on all the flaws about me, all the things I dislike about myself, all the things that I feel could be better or improved. You know, it's totally fine to look at areas of improvement of yourself when you're looking at it from a perspective of being judgment-free and love. But when you're looking at areas that you wish that were completely different and you're not accepting of where you are, and when you're putting yourself down, that's not necessarily healthy, or more so a healthy way to treat yourself. So Cancers, your next 24 hours is about saying, how can I treat myself in the healthiest way that's going to be most beneficial to me being happy with who I am, and me understanding that if there are things to improve, how can I go about a healthy way to improve those things instead of having to put myself down. And Cancers, I can't tell you enough how many times I've been right here in your shoes, how many times I've been right here in this energy, only focused on my flaws, not being accepting of who I am, not loving who I am, and struggling with that concept, you know? But what I had to learn in my life is that there's nobody else that's ever going to be me. There's nobody else who's ever going to be as unique as you are. There's nobody else who's ever going to look like you do. There's nobody else who's ever going to act like you do. So at the end of the day, be you. But also recognize that that uniqueness of who you are is also pretty fucking cool. And 99.9% of the time, when you think something about yourself is a flaw, it's something that someone else wishes that they could have. There are some people that like complain. They're like, I hate how thick my hair is. My hair is so thick. It's so annoying. It's so tough. And there's a person who may have thinner hair who's like, man, I wish I had that. What are you complaining for? You know what I mean? So 99.9% of the time, the things that you think are a flaw is something that somebody else would desire and love to have in their life. So Cancer, be easy on yourself. It's funny because Gemini's message was to be easy on themselves. Cancers and Geminis are very close to each other in the zodiac wheel. So be easy on yourself, of course. But I think that you're recognizing it's time to reassociate with self-love. And that is what you're going to work on here. So you got to kind of figure out what is the healthiest way for me to love myself, to not be judgmental of myself, and what can I do to improve in a healthy way? You focus on those 3 core things, you're going to see a change in your life. All right, Cancer? All right, baby. Well, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for stopping by nonetheless, okay? All right, Team Cancer. So we did our fire, we did our air and water, jumping into the earth sign. Let's have a look here at the Virgo gang. What's going on here for Team Virgo, baby? Messages here for the Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Virgo? Messages here for the Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What is up here with you? All right, Team Virgo, one more shuffle showing up here, and then we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well for you beautiful peeps. What do we got going on? Virgo, overall energy here for you is going to be the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Looking at the current energy for you, we have here the Page of Wands, what it is you're dealing with, guys. We have here the World, and then looking at the outcome here, the Lovers. So things have definitely changed, Virgo, for sure. You know, the World card showing up for you represents that your world is not the same as it once was. Your world is in a kind of like a completely different place. And the 5 of Pentacles is kind of a card of feeling out of place, if you put it that way. So with the overall energy being the 5 of Pentacles, it's like, I feel so out of place in my world, you know? The world has changed, the times have changed, I just feel super out of place, and I don't really know, like, what I'm connected to anymore. And I think that's about to change here for you, is kind of what I want to say here for you, Virgo, because even if you're feeling out of place, I think that's exactly what's changing. Page of Wands is the card of interest. It's the card of connecting with someone or connecting with something. And you're about to connect with something that I think is going to change your entire world so that you no longer feel out of place, but instead you feel connected. Looking at the outcome, the Lovers card is a card that does represent connection. So I think that if you've been feeling a little bit out of place for a while, you're going to find where you need to be. You know, this could be the energy of finding your soul tribe. It could be the energy of finding where you feel like you fit in career-wise, where you feel like you fit in with who you surround yourself with in your environment. But Virgo, I think you're figuring out like what you're connected to, especially when you felt a little bit of out of place. You're a little bit out of place, for quite some time. And I love that message for you. I think it's awesome. You know, I think that a lot of people sometimes are like, well, you know, I feel super out of place in my life. I don't know where the fuck I fit in. And what I would say to anybody who feels that way is that there are tons of people who are exactly like you. There are tons of people who have the same interests as you. You may think that there's not a person in the world who likes Dungeons and Dragons as much as I do. There is tons of people that are willing to play Dungeons and Dragons with you. You know what I mean? Some people might think, man, I don't know, like, I feel like nobody enjoys crocheting. There's tons of people who love that. There were a couple in the chat yesterday who love crocheting, right? So at the end of the day, whatever you might think that people don't fuck with or like about yourself, if you embrace who you truly are, you're going to find people who align with like the similarities of what you are and who you are, right? So with that being said, you can definitely find your people. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely find individuals in your life who truly connect with you on that same level. So I just wanted to say that here for a second, Virgo, because we can all feel out of place in life, but believe it or not, we all are connected in one way or another. And there is lots of people who have similar types of energy to you that would vibe with you super well. You just have to be open to the fact of finding them, you know? And with that being said, think about maybe 10 years ago, right? There's not a lot of people that were on YouTube doing spirituality content, doing tarot content, astrology, whatever the case may be. You know, there's a small community when we look back about 10 years or so ago, but you look at the community today, it is more thriving than you ever thought it would be. So with that being said, a lot of people found what resonates with them too. So, you know, you may think what you do or who you are may not resonate with others, but there's tons of people out there waiting to resonate with you. Okay. So my advisory here is if you feel out of place, be yourself, and your own energy will attract in the same people that really resonate with you. Okay. All right, Team Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. All right. All right, my Virgos, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiacs. We're going to hop into the second batch in just a sec. Hey, what's going on, Jada Jackie? First time catching you live. I don't know why I didn't get a notification. My notifications on my channel for like years now just don't work anymore. I really don't know. I've had conversations with YouTube themselves about it, and they always tell me that like nothing's wrong. And then I say, well, I get all these comments, and they're like, well, your subscribers are wrong is basically their response. So I don't know. The best thing I've heard you could do with notifications is you can kind of like unclick them and then re-click them and make sure you click receive all notifications. If you happen to do that, it should like refresh to make sure that you get them going forward. But yeah, people tell me all the time, they're like, Ant, I never get notified for your videos. I don't know why, guys. I don't know if YouTube has it out for me. Probably not, but I don't know what's going on in that retrospect. I've been asking them for years. I have never really gotten a pretty clear answer, you know? So with that being said, I would give that a try and see what happens. Michaela said, my brother is a D&D fanatic. My sister crochets like a boss. See, there you go, man. Everybody's got their own flavor, man. I never got into Dungeons and Dragons, but in terms of like video games and stuff like that, always been into like World of Warcraft, like WoW, really fun game for sure. But in terms of like card games and stuff like that, or like board games, not too much, not too much. You got notified? I'm happy to hear that, Sherry. Yeah, notifications, they're just wonky. They go to some people, and then other people never get them. I don't know. They've been kind of broken, and like a lot of other people have talked about it for years too. They've been broken, honestly, since like 2019, I want to say. Those notifications have been really messed up on YouTube, so I don't know, guys. Either way, moving on forward, we're going to go back on into our fire. So going into the fire signs, let's have a look here at the Ram fam, and we'll see what's popping in here for Aries. What do we got going on for Team Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What is going on here with you, Ram fam? Let's check it out here, baby. Overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Swords. So you could be connecting here with a air sign, excuse me, like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got the Two of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got a Seven of Swords in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to go ahead and be the Three of Wands in the upright position. So let's see what's up with you, baby. Well, first things first, Ram fam, we got an Ace of Swords. It's a card of truth usually. It could represent direct and honest and blunt communication. I think that that's kind of the route we're going down here. Ace of Swords, Two of Wands reversed. It's like, okay, I'm tired of there being confusion, so let me communicate something relatively directly. So you look to be really tired of like miscommunication here. Looking at what you're dealing with, Seven of Swords reversed. Just so that I don't say anything that seems wrong, and just so that everything is abundantly and absolutely clear, here is what I have to say. So I feel like in your next 24 hours, you're getting very, very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Your accuracy is going to be on point. You're getting very, very honest, and you're being very, very direct towards somebody so that things stop getting jumbled in communication. Looking at the outcome, Three of Wands, it's like, I'll wait for the response now going forward. It's kind of like a game of telephone. You know how in the game telephone you say one thing and then the next person can create a completely different thing, and you got to get the right thing or the first saying correct at the end? It's almost like you feel like communication's been that way recently, where it's like, I'll say something and then it's mumbo jumboed into something completely different. And it's like, hey, here's what I said. Here's what I mean. Here's my truth. You're going to convey that to somebody in the next 24 hours, you know? So maybe things have been getting miscommunicated for a while between you and a friend, you and a lover, maybe at work, and you want to set the record straight is what I'm feeling for Aries. So you're going to be setting some sort of record straight here, showing up in your next 24. Okay? All right, Team Aries, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate your Ram fam. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming out here nonetheless. Okay? All right, guys. So we did our Aries. We're going to jump into the air in just a sec. All right. LaQuisa Trent said, happy Wednesday, Aunt. Thank you for all that you do. Now let me give you a wedgie for Wednesday. Wow. Oh boy. No, thank you. I'm good. I've never actually had one of those, and I think I could be okay. All right. I think I'm good not going ever. I'll be on a streak of never having a wedgie. I'll be okay with that. Sue Kennedy said, I just checked my notifications. Yours were off. YouTube is a pain. So did you have them previously on, Sue, or did they just like did you have them on before and then they suddenly were turned off? I'm intrigued to find out if that's a thing, because then I don't understand how that works, you know? So if that's the case, if you had them on before and then suddenly they were off, that's really weird. I don't know why that would happen. But regardless, guys, moving on forward, Jada Jackie said, cool, I'll definitely try that. Yeah, give it a go. It might work out for you. Hey, Protagonist, what's going on with you? You're a little late today. How's everybody? I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing great too. No worries. Happy that you're here. What's going on, Anna Marie? What a thing to walk into. Hello, everybody. Oh, yeah, you walked in on the wedgie thing, huh? How are you, though, Anna Marie? I hope you're doing good. All right, guys, moving on forward to the air. I want to have a look here at Libra. So let's see what's up here for the Libra gang. What's going on, everybody? Messages for Team Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac signs of Team Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. All right, Libra. 2 more shuffles, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is going to be well for you beautiful peeps. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Two of Swords in reverse. So right off the bat, you could be dealing with an air sign. Typically the energy of like coming up with a final decision, because Two of Swords upright is like indecisiveness, but now you're in a place where like you've come to a full-blown decision. Having a look at your current energy, Page of Wands reversed. What you're dealing with, Three of Cups. And then the outcome for you, Six of Wands in the upright position showing up here for Libra. For your next 24 hours, Two of Swords reversed, Page of Wands reversed. It's kind of like you're coming to terms with the fact that something's a turnoff now, I think is what you're realizing. Like something here is not really interesting you anymore. There's something here that's not as interesting as it used to be. I feel like something is a turnoff overall. Looking at what you're dealing with, Three of Cups. Three of Cups here is a card that represents that you're happy, but I feel like you're happier somewhere else. So Libras, a lot of you guys kind of seem to be recognizing that you're going to be happier somewhere else. Like wherever you are now may be a turnoff, or it may just not be for you anymore. Something has lost your interest. So you know where you want to go going forward, and I see you exactly doing that, and I fully support you guys. You know, at the end of the day in life, you got to do what makes you happy. You got to go to where you feel content and happy. And at the end of the day, if you are somewhere now and it just doesn't give you that spark anymore, or it's just not the vibe, that's okay. Life changes, our feelings change, and we're allowed to go with the tides, and we're allowed to move forward. So keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward is exactly what I would say to the Libra gang. We got here that Three of Cups and that Six of Wands. Wherever you're going forward looks like a very positive and successful direction for you. So if something is no longer serving you in your life, if something here no longer resonates with you, keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, especially if you know exactly where you want to go. All right, Libra, I like it. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, Team Libra. So we did our air, we did our fire, jumping into the water. Let's have a look here at the Pisces, baby. What do we got going on for the fish? What's happening? What's cracking-lacking? And what's popping? What do we got going on here for Team Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Piscean? Messages here for Piscean, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24. All right, my Pisces, we're going to get one more shuffle over here, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuffs. Piscean, overall energy for you is going to be the Queen of Swords in reverse. So you could be dealing with an air sign for some of you. Looking at your current energy, Knight of Pentacles. What you're dealing with here, we got the Chariot, Cancer energy, and then the outcome, the Sun in reverse, which is Leo energy as well. All right, Piscean. By the way, keep it moving. Thank you for the $3 super chat. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you for your generosity. All right, Piscean, what's going on? We got a Queen of Swords reversed and a Knight of Pents upright. Yeah, I think that going slow right now is definitely kind of the path you want to be a part of. Queen of Swords reverse usually means you're cutting something out. I feel like what you're doing is you're not moving quickly anymore. You're taking something very slow, or you're moving very slow because you're recognizing that it's probably better for me to do so. Having a look at what you're dealing with here, the Chariot, this is about your future. This is about your path going forward, you know? You don't want to rush something, because when we rush things, it doesn't always mean it's going to turn out wonderful or turn out great. Sometimes we rush things and it doesn't turn out so wonderful or great after all. So whether it's a relationship, whether this is about a project, whether this is about your career path, you're recognizing that slow and steady wins the race. And I don't need to rush what it is I'm doing. And looking at the outcome here, Sun reversed, I think because you might have rushed in certain areas of your life, maybe you're not so happy with the way things have turned out. So that's kind of what's telling you and teaching you at this time to go a little bit more slow, to be a little bit more at your own pace in your life. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people in life that like move really forward quickly, they advance very quickly, but because they didn't really take their time with what they're doing, sometimes they advance so fast that they're not necessarily prepared for the next part of their journey or the next part of their life. You know, sometimes people go really, really quickly and then they kind of look back at the work they did and they're like, I don't know if I'm super happy with all that work that I did too. So Pisces, being calm, being slow and steady, I feel like that's going to be most beneficial for you at this time is what I would say here for the Pisces. So if you have been rushing in a certain way, maybe consider slowing down. I think it would benefit you a lot more. All right, Pisces? All right, guys, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for coming out here nonetheless, okay? Slow and steady is going to win this race, okay? All right, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Jada Jackie, thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by. So we did our water, we did our air, and we did our fire. We'll be moving into the earth signs shortly, okay? But how is everybody doing today? I hope you guys are doing great. Happy Wednesday once again to everybody. Hope you've been having yourselves a fun, cool, calm, and collected Wednesday. It's been a pretty chill day here for me so far, so I hope you guys have been having the same over here too, okay? You're very welcome, Coriana, or Coriana. Hopefully I said your name correctly, but you're very, very welcome. Or it could be Corinna. Maybe that's your name. I'm sorry. I can be really bad with names sometimes, so please don't judge me. But you're very, very welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry to hear you're feeling under the weather, Michaela. Hope you're going to feel better going forward and pretty soon. A lot of people recently, especially like in my personal life, haven't been feeling too good lately. There's been like a little bit of something going around. So, you know, make sure you take your vitamins. Make sure you take, you know, what's that stuff called? Like elderberry and things of that nature. Take all the good stuff for your body. Okay? Try to be on point with that right now because there has been a little something going around I've been noticing recently. So wishing you all good health, by the way. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hey, Ariana, how's it going? Moon Woman said, thank you, Aunt. You're welcome. You're so, so welcome. Artie Muse said, good. I'd witnessed a person doing a crime and now the guy's in jail. Whoa. Well, is what it is. You know, don't do the crime if you can't do the time, you know? What's going on, Sherry? Happy Thursday morning in Australia. Australia, that's awesome. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Thursday morning to you as well. You're welcome, Michaela. For sure, for sure. Feel better, my love. All right. All right, though, guys, we're going to go move forward. So what did we finish off on? We did our fire. We did our air. We did our water. We're going to hop on in now into our earth signs. Going into the earth signs today, who do we want to select? Let's have a look here at the bull gang, man. Let's see what's popping for the Taurus. What's going on? Messages here for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What is up here with you? All right, Team Taurus, I want to get you one more shuffle, and then we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the 7 of Wands. Having a look at your current energy, Queen of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with, we do have here the Fool, and then the outcome for the Taurian peeps is going to be the 6 of Pentacles. Cool, guys. So for your next 24 hours, Taurus, 7 of Wands here, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. You're being very adamant about standing up for what you believe in, and I love this energy so much for you. Now, a lot of people can look at Taurians sometimes and be like, Taurians are just super stubborn and they won't listen, but a Taurus needs to be stubborn in a way if they know what they believe in and if they stand for what it is they believe in, right? I think that at the end of the day, if you're a person who's going to stand for what it is you believe in, then whatever, if people call you stubborn, at least you're standing by what you believe, you know? And that's not always necessarily a bad quality here. So Taurus, looking at what you're dealing with, the Fool card, you know, your next 24 hours is about releasing the naysayers, releasing the people who are telling you that you shouldn't be believing or standing for what you believe. And guess what? Looking at the outcome 6 of Pentacles, you're out here doing absolutely fine by standing up for yourself and standing up for what you believe in, because you're going to be attracting like-minded people here at the end of the day with that 6 of Pentacles. So guys, this is the energy of I will not conform. I kind of get that feeling here where you're connecting with people who are maybe trying to switch your view or trying to switch your beliefs because they want you to attune to what it is they're putting out there in life. But at the end of the day, you are a free thinker and a free spirit. So if you have your own beliefs, if you resonate with what you resonate with, you have every single right to stand by that. And for a person who believes in themselves and stands up for what it is that they believe in, you will always end up attracting like-minded people who believe in that same retrospect, who believe in what it is you're preaching here at this moment in time, okay? So with that all being said here for my bull gang, don't back down. Don't let other people change your mind. Don't let other people swindle you into believing what it is that they want you to believe, all right? This is not the time to conform, but instead it's the time to stand your ground with that 7 of Swords. You know, this could be a really simple way of putting that, like maybe somebody here is trying to get you to feel bad, or somebody here is trying to get you to, you know, apologize, and you're like, well, why would I apologize for something that I know isn't even wrong? Yada, yada, yada. You know, it could be something like that, and it could really resonate in many other ways too. So however it applies to you, it applies to you, but Taurus is like, listen, I'm not going to get somebody here to change my mind. I know what I believe in, and I'm going to stand on right by it, okay? All right, my bull gangs, I love that for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, okay? All right, guys, so Team Taurus is done. Thank you guys for stopping on by. We finished up our second batch of signs, and we're going to move into our last batch in a sec. Cindy, 2018, thank you so much for the generous 20 bucks. Really, really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, Anthony. Much love to you and all the awesome mods, and of course, for all of the Soul Gang. Well, thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate that. I've been doing great. I hope you've been doing great too, and thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Trish said, yesterday was beautiful, and this Gemini took a day to self-recharge and went out to the shore for a day. I love that for you. That sounds like an awesome and fun time. Hope you've been feeling great and rejuvenated. That's a really awesome day for sure. Cindy, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Or 5 memberships. I'm talking like this is Twitch. But either way, this is YouTube, right? So thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Super, super cool. Thank you. All right, guys, moving on forward, we're going to hop back into our last and final batch now. I do want to say real quick, for the 214 peeps in the chat, if you could drop a like, that'd be super sweet. Thank you for coming out and spending time with me. Really, really means a lot, everybody, okay? All right, getting back on into the fire. Let's have a look here at the Leo, and we'll see what's up. What do we got going on here for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Leo? Messages for Team Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24. What do we got going on? All right, Team Leo, I want to get 2 more shuffles in here for you, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. All right, Team Leo, what's going on here with you? overall energy for Leo is going to be the Page of Wands in reverse. You know, I was going to say, like, I feel like Leos haven't been that loud lately. You guys haven't really had your roar. I just feel like you've been pretty quiet. You know, Leos have been a little quiet recently. Looking at the current energy, 7 of Cups reversed, what you're dealing with, Queen of Wands reversed. Looking at the outcome for you, 3 of Swords reversed as well. I'm hearing that, like, 7 of Cups reversed, you have priorities. I never see that with the 7 of Cups, let alone in the reverse position either, but I'm hearing it's like, I have priorities, you know? I have shit to focus on right now, and that's what I've been doing. It's kind of like bossing up where you feel like you don't have time to mess around. Like you've been really focused on something that needs to be prioritized, something that's relatively important to you in your life. You know, looking at what you're dealing with, Queen of Wands reversed, it's like, I barely feel like I have the energy for anything or anyone else right now. The only thing I have the energy for is for what I need to prioritize, what I need to work on. And that is just that. I mean, looking at the outcome, 3 of Swords reversed, you know, you've kind of separated yourself from a lot of other things in your life right now because of how much energy you have to put into something specifically. But one thing I do want to say, guys, is that as great as it can be prioritizing something important in life, as great as it can be putting a big investment in something that you really want to focus on, remember that inevitably that can lead to you feeling unbalanced. You know what I mean, Leo? Like too much of something doesn't always make it a good thing is what I kind of want to say to you at this time. So maybe you're really prioritizing work. And of course, it's great in terms of work, right? It's nice to see success there because you're prioritizing it so much, but that might be hurting and affecting your relationships, like relationships to family, romantic relationships. It might even be hurting the relationship to yourself. Maybe you barely feel like you have time for you, right? And, you know, that's only one example, but at the end of the day, you know, when we're very hard focused and hard locked in on one thing and one thing only, we got to remember there's so much more to life than what it is we're prioritizing right now. And if we're not creating that balance in a healthy environment to kind of attend and attune our energy to everything that we can put our energy into, it might be a little bit much. And we might also miss out on the other things in life that need our attention and need our energy as well. So Leo, I feel like creating more balance might be a good thing for you. I think that maybe taking a break from all this prioritization you've had, whatever this main thing you've been focusing on, wouldn't be such a bad idea. I think that pulling back a little bit and creating a more balanced environment would probably serve you very well. So of course, if it's not your message, no worries. And guys, you never have to do a single thing I say. All right. Your discernment is everything. Your choice in your life is everything. But if it happens to resonate with you, I do believe that maybe creating more balance and giving some of your energy to other things at this time would be more beneficial to you. Okay. All right, Team Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you, though, for stopping by. And by the way, Sherry, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, okay? Trish L, thank you for the 10. Thank you, guys, man. You guys are super generous today, so thank you so much for your donations. It really helps out a lot more than you guys know. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And by the way, Julia, I just want to say thank you to you too. Thank you for stopping by. I know you've been super busy lately with work, so happy to see you, and I hope you've been doing great. All right, everybody. Naive said that happened to me. I didn't turn off the notifications either, but now I just got them back on, or got the bell back on. Cheers. Yeah, it's kind of odd. So you're the second person who said that today, I guess, about how notifications were kind of randomly turned off, but you didn't like manually go out of your way to do it. So I don't know, maybe it's a glitch or a bug or something. I'll try to bring it up with YouTube. I don't really think I'll get much of an answer, unfortunately, guys, but I'll see what they say, because I you know, before the two of you guys who mentioned it today, I've had people tell me before that like suddenly they've had notifications enabled, but then it suddenly kind of vanished. So I don't know. Been a little weird. Either way though, guys, moving on forward, we did finish up our fire, so all the fire signs for today are done. We're going to go back into the air. So going into the air signs, I want to have a look here at Aquarius, and we'll see what's popping here with you. All right, what do we got going on here for Team Aqua, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? All right, Team Aqua, let's go ahead and get one more shuffle over here for you, and we'll see what's going on for your next 24 hours. All right, Team Aquarius, let's go ahead and take a look. Aquarius, as I was shuffling, you did have a death card come out, so this could be the card of change. So keep that in mind. There could be something changing here in your life. I'm just going to push this to the side and we'll see if this fits in the reading overall. Okay, but regardless, Aquarius, let's talk about your next 24 hours. Starting out with the overall energy, we got the Moon card. Taking a look here at the current energy, Six of Pentacles, what you're dealing with. We got the Sun, and then the outcome, Aquarius, is going to be the Six of Wands in the reverse position. Yeah, I mean, Moon card here to the Six of Pentacles. I kind of feel like you've definitely kind of noticed that in terms of your peace lately, it's been kind of hard to feel super peaceful. I think that you have a lot of things in your life that are making you happy, but the Moon card's giving me a restless energy. Like, you're happy, but you're restless. Like, there's more there. There's more than what you're experiencing, I think, is what you're after right now, Aquarius. Like, there's a lot that you have to make you content, but I feel like there's a lot more you want. And the thing about life is like a nonstop experience, right? Like, I don't think that like we can ever truly be content forever. Like, certainly we can reach spaces and places of contentment within our life, but then inevitably it's like, okay, well, let's go ahead and find more fulfillment then, you know? So Aquarius, I think you're in a space in the next 24 hours where it's like, you know, I am pretty happy with my life, but something does feel missing. You know what I mean? Having a look here, Six of Wands reversed, and the Moon card in the upright, it's like, yeah, something here certainly does feel missing. So I'm getting that feeling for you where it's like, granted, you have a lot to be happy about. You have a lot of good things here. I think that some change could definitely benefit you here at this time with the Death card coming out. So Aquarian, you have a lot of good things. Be happy with the good things you have. But I think that changing some shit up could also be really beneficial for you too. Sometimes doing new things or just changing up your routine can be so satisfying and so fun and can create so much more fulfillment, and you never expect it. Like, changing what you do as a daily regimen can literally switch your mood each and every single day, right? Just by adding in a new regimen, it can make each day more exciting and more fun. Changing what places you associate with, like what places you go out to have lunch, what places you go out for dinner, what friends you hang out with, right? Those little things can make the biggest types of differences, you know? So if you're kind of like in your life right now where it's like, I don't know, like, got a lot of good stuff, but something just feels missing, experience, explore, find something new. I think that the more you can be open to change at this time will be the most beneficial thing for you to really find something new that's going to be fulfilling at this time. Inevitably, we all get a little bored, you know? I think that's what it kind of comes down to here at this time for you, Aquarius, where it's like, okay, like, it's a little boring right now in terms of life, but every kind of new experience we have has an opportunity to bring in more excitement. So Aquarius, I say venture out, jump into the new, and try a new experience. I think you'll be quite surprised with how much better it makes you feel. Okay? All right, Team Aqua, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And by the way, in terms of experiences, it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. You know, it definitely could be something small, like adding in a new regimen. It could be like going to a new place for dinner. It doesn't have to be anything huge in terms of changes, but switching up what you do can definitely make life a lot more interesting. Okay? All right, Team Aqua, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our air. We also did our fire. We're going to hop on into the water, guys, in just a sec. Okay? But give me 1 sec, everybody. I just want to take a small break, and then we'll bang out the last two signs. Okay? We have 222 peeps in the chat. Love that synchronicity. So for the 222 peeps, if you can drop a like, that'd be pretty sweet. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Julia said, Aunt, unfortunately, I've had my hands full with work and family, but you always brighten my day just by listening. Well, thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. And yeah, I know you've been busy for sure, so it's no worries. I always say this to everybody, like, guys, if you have shit going on in your life and you can't show up and you can't be here, it's never an issue. Nobody ever is forced to come here, right? But if you guys have stuff going on, never worry. I appreciate whenever you can tune in. So Julia, I appreciate you being able to tune in with the time you've had. Really means a lot to me, you know? Marissa said I had to unclick and reclick the bell. I didn't get them for like months at a time. Yeah, I think that that's kind of been like the main fix or solution, is just like unclicking and reclicking notifications has been working for people. Heather Ann said, I checked in the settings and my YouTube notifications were off. Maybe it's just a reset. Yeah, okay, so that might make a lot more sense too. Maybe everybody's like account got personally reset about notifications and how they work. Maybe that happened. I don't know. But either way, though, moving on forward. Marlene, thank you so much for the 12 months. Really appreciate you being a member for over 12 months. Love and appreciate you. I love and appreciate you too. Thank you so much, Marlene. Really mean a lot, or really means a lot. Julia said, Aunt, have you been hitting the gym lately? You're looking better every time. I actually haven't hit the gym in a while, guys, believe it or not. I haven't been to the gym, and this is going to be bad, in probably like 5 months, I want to say, but I have been eating relatively better. I've been eating healthier, okay? That's one thing I'll say. So in terms of what I've been consuming, less garbage in my system or garbage in the tank, and in terms of eating out, very rarely nowadays too. Maria, thank you so much for the $2. Really appreciate that. Thank you. But thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. Julia did say, does anybody else feel off today? I wouldn't say I particularly feel off. I think that we just, with Mercury going direct, it's like the energy's finally shifted. You know what I mean? So for a lot of people, it might be like, okay, it doesn't feel like what we've been used to for the past couple of weeks. So it could be that transit, right? With Mercury going direct for sure. But I don't know. I'd say today's a relatively positive and chill day for sure. You've been feeling way off, vanilla Capricorn? Yeah. It's just, yeah, I mean, it depends for everybody, you know? Heather Ann said it's my soul muscles. Well, when I was working out, guys, I was lifting like crazy. Like, even my friends were very surprised at how much I can lift, especially for not going to the gym, like, for years before I started going previously. But yeah, bodybuilding's always been my strong suit, you know? I've always been, like, big boned growing up, so, you know, muscles kind of always been naturally there for sure. Oh yeah, Protagonist said that's why your hair is growing big time, man. Maybe. I've been thinking about getting a haircut for a while, guys. Believe it or not, I've been thinking about just going straight military crew cut, and I wanted to just see how it would look and how I'd feel, because summer's coming around. It gets hot as fuck. Okay, and having long hair in the summer like I had last year just sucks. So I don't know. I either have to do one or two things with my hair. I either have to commit to growing it out to the point where I could put it in a ponytail and be content with it, or I need to just shave it all off and have a military style crew cut and see how I feel about that. Like, do a complete shape up on the front, and, you know, I still have a hairline intact. Thank God, it looks great. So we'll see what happens there. You know, I'm not sure if I want to do one or the other yet. So I'm kind of seeing, do I commit to the long hair or do I go for the crew cut and see what happens? So we'll see. We'll see for sure. You're eating Oreos, Marlene, you should share. I want an Oreo for sure. Depends on the flavor though. I like the OG flavor. I like the s'mores flavor too, but some of these new Oreo flavors are super funky. I don't know. I don't know, man. Some of them are too funky. You feel like I could pull off either look, vanilla Capricorn? For sure. My girlfriend will like cry if I go for the second look, which is completely like buzzing off my hair. I thought about like trying to do I don't know, like I thought about just like, what if I went bald, like just did like a whole bald cut and see how that would feel and grow out the beard instead. I don't know. I'm thinking about it though, for sure. I got to see what happens. My girlfriend though was like, no, don't get a crew cut, please grow out your hair, keep it long. Because my girl always loves me having longer hair, but we'll see what happens. You think a crew cut would look good? Yeah, I gotta see. I usually do with a cut, I'll do like a fade down the sides, and then I'll just like, I'll keep like my hair kind of spiked and swooped off to the side. That's like my normal haircut, but I don't know. Protagonist is curious to see an army cut on me for sure. It'd be easier to maintain. Yeah, and it also will be cooler in the summer, you know? But I feel like my head's gonna shrink so much. Every time I would get a haircut, I have like that little gamer's headset. So when I have my hair longer, it feels like, you know, nice and fluffier. It's got some floof to it. And then I cut my hair super short and I'm like, oh my God, my head shrunk so much. You know? Do the Bieber flip. I was never, well, I can't say I was never a fan. When I was younger, I used to have like an emo style haircut, where I would have the bangs over like my eyes, and then I would Justin Bieber hair flip my hair every 5 fucking seconds. But as I've grown older, my hair is very curly. I don't know if you can see like the back of my hair, but it curls a lot. So like I have a lot of curls, but the thing about my hair is very fine. So I have a lot of curls on the side. I have very thick hair on the side, very fine on the top, and it like curls in a very weird way, but the top's more flat and then the sides are very curly. So my hair is very odd. That's why I never do anything with it, you know? Maureen said, Aunt, do a mullet. You know, I've thought about it, believe it or not. I've thought about doing a mullet. I felt like I could kind of rock it, but I don't know how I'd feel. I feel like I'd feel more comfortable on live here with you guys with a mullet than I would feel walking in public or being around friends and family with it. So, but I mean, hey, at the end of the day, who gives a shit, right? Don't worry too much about what other people think. Why the LA beanie? I got this as a gift, actually. So I love wearing beanies, guys. I always wear some kind of hat. For me, it's just nice because I don't have to do my hair. That's the number one thing that for me, I just like don't give a shit about doing my hair. I like wearing a hat all the time. That's how I am. But I got this as a gift from one of my family members in Portugal. They bought it at one of their local shops, and I was just like, yeah, cool, I appreciate it. It's like the most fucking comfortable beanie I've ever wore, so I wear it all the time, but it's awesome. Awesome for sure. Trish said no man bun. My son has long hair and ponytails. If I am gonna go long hair, it would be a ponytail, I think. I don't think I want to do, I don't know how it would look, like swooped all the way down to my shoulders. I feel like I'd have to keep it up a little bit, but I don't want a man bun like on the top. I want like a nice ponytail, you know, in the back. Marlene said lifting is my shit. I deadlift 330 pounds. God damn. Haven't tried anymore, but I will soon. I'm not a tiny girl. I'm 5'8", weigh about 187. I love cake and I can't help it. That's what's up, Marlene. That is what's up, dude, for sure. That's awesome deadlift though, bro. Holy shit. Very, very cool, man. Very, very cool. Looks like a beanie from your old high school. Oh, that's what's up. Very cool. Artie Muse is like, why not try it? It'll grow back out. Yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of options, so I'm thinking about it. We're either going to go buzz cut, or we're going to go grow it out and see what happens. So we'll see. I gotta figure it out. We'll see what happens though, for sure. Protagonist said, my niece said that my brother has a head upside down because he's bald, but he has a big ass beard. See, that's something I always thought about too, man. I wonder what I would look like with like a super long beard. My beard is like not like normal men's beard. I know that. Okay. My beard's like braided. But it would be interesting to see that, having like a big ass beard and then just no hair on top. It'd be like a reverse head. Yeah. Just like protagonist said over there in that comment, for sure. All right though, guys, moving on forward, we're going to hop on into our last and final batch now. What did we finish? We finished off the air. We also did the fire. So we got water left and we have earth signs left. So going into the water, let's have a look here at the lovely and amazing Scorpio. What's going on for the Scorpio, baby? Messages here for Team Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here, baby? What messages are showing up here for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Brittany says, are there any more personal readings left for the week? Yes, there are. So if you want to get a 2 for 20, or if you want to do the personal read, there's a few left for sure. So yeah, go check it out. I do believe they're available right now though. All right, guys, hopping on into it, Scorpio. Let me get one more shuffle and we'll see what's going on. Hopefully all is well for the Scorpio. Starting out with the overall energy for you, Scorpio, what do we got? And we have here the Hierophant in the reverse. Okay. Could be connecting with a Taurus, possibly. Having a look at your current energy. 2 of Swords reversed, what you're dealing with. 7 of Pentacles in the upright. Looking at the outcome, we do have here, excuse me, the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay. So Scorps, one thing I want to say here about your reading that I find particularly interesting. Hierophant reversed here, 2 of Swords reversed. So you're choosing not to commit to something anymore, but I feel like it's after you've already planted the seed. 7 of Pentacles. I get the feeling where it's like, okay, I planted seeds, but I don't necessarily feel like they're growing. You know what I mean? And you're kind of at that point in time where it's like, looking at the outcome, 9 of Cups reversed, I feel unfulfilled at the fact that the seeds that I've planted aren't necessarily growing. So there's some frustration showing up. And I think that you're getting ready here to kind of like detach from an idea and not continue to nurture it, to grow it, to go for it. And here's my thing, Scorps. I think that it's totally fine to say, you know what, I don't want to do something anymore for the sake of not wanting to do it. But if there's something you still want to do, but you're only letting go of it per se because you're not seeing results you want to see, then I think that that's a different story. Because at the end of the day, guys, if there's something you want to be doing, do it. If there's something you're passionate about, do it. Remember, not all results come so quickly. Some results may come to people relatively fast. Other results may take people years. You know what I mean? So the seeds that you plant, they're not always going to grow so fast. But if you keep on giving it water, if you keep on giving it sunlight, if you keep on giving it nutrients, you can have a successful harvest. And that's the thing about life, guys. If you love something, do it. Sometimes have no expectations. It's a positive thing sometimes to not have expectations. I think that usually when we set a bar so high for ourselves, we forget about enjoying the process of doing what we love, and we only worry about the results. You know? So if you're a Scorpio right now, I would say 1 or 2 things. The first thing I would say is, if you're letting go of something for the sake of no longer enjoying it, I think that's absolutely fine. If you're letting go of something because you don't enjoy it anymore, then you shouldn't be doing something you don't enjoy. But if you're letting go of something you enjoy, but you're not seeing the results, you have to ask yourself, why are you giving yourself such a short-term time to gain the success you want? And you have to ask yourself, am I really going to push away something I love because what I want to happen in the end hasn't happened yet? You have so much more time than you realize and than you imagine. And at the end of the day, not every seed you plant is going to grow so tall so quick. Sometimes it takes it a very long time, but yet again, it still doesn't mean that the seeds you planted aren't growing. That's another thing. I don't think a lot of people recognize that we're growing every single day. What we're doing is improving every single day. And even if it's slow growth, growth is still indeed growth. So remind yourself of that too, Scorpio. Okay? All right, guys, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But like I said, guys, if you are tired of something and want to quit it, that's fine. But if you're trying to quit something that you love, I'd consider hanging on in there. All right? All right, though. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, Scorpio. So all the water signs are done. We're now going to move on into our last but not least zodiac, which is going to be the lovely and amazing Capricorn. So let's see what we got going on here for the Cappy, baby. Messages here for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on for you, baby? What's going to be showing up here for Team Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Capricorn, we're looking at one more shuffle for you guys, and then we're off. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Capricorn, overall energy for you is going to be the Devil. Oh yeah, so this is Capricorn energy at its finest, so you're showing up in this reading here for sure. Now, looking at your current energy, 4 cups, what you're dealing with, we got the 6 of Swords, and then the outcome for you, Page of Swords in the upright position. I almost want to say, Capricorn, you're definitely ignoring something you're tied and bound to. I feel like you're trying to move on to something, but you're trying to move on from something without releasing yourself from these chains. Think about it this way. You know how a boat is tied to a dock? Imagine trying to speed off and drive off on that boat while it's still tied to the dock. What's going to happen? Either we're going to pull the dock with it, and in this situation, the dock is your baggage, or we would first have to, either you'll pull the dock with it, and that's your baggage, or you will eventually end up getting held back because the dock is so strong and the boat can't go forward. So you'll still be stuck with your baggage. So at the end of the day, in this analogy that I just came up with on the fly, if you don't release yourself from your chains, you're either bringing them with you or you're keeping them because you're staying right where you are. So Capricorns, the only way to truly move forward baggage free is to detach yourself from those chains you have yourself in. You know, if you bring the dock with you, because the boat's tied to the dock, your baggage is still coming along. And if you don't go anywhere, you're still stuck with your baggage. So what we have to do here is we have to cut the chains. And that's the message I'm seeing showing up here for you. You know, looking at the 4 cups here says, I'm just going to ignore my baggage. I'm just going to ignore the devil. I'm just going to ignore what's bothering me and bugging me and move on anyways with the 6 of Swords. But looking at the outcome, Page of Swords, this is your baggage still lurking in the shadows, going with you no matter what. So you have to be willing here to say, okay, if I really truly want to move forward, I have to move forward baggage free. So I have to kind of address the elephant in the room. I have to address what it is I'm tied and bound to, and I need to release myself from them chains first in order to truly move forward and not have this drag me down or come along with me. So something needs to be taken care of right here and right now, Capricorn, and that's the way that I would say it. So you have to address these damn chains, as Vanilla Capricorn is talking about over here, right? Vanilla Capricorn says, yes, cut those damn chains. Indeed, we got to address these damn chains, you know? So whatever's holding you back in life or holding you back from going forward, Capricorn, you got to first release yourself from that before you can truly experience the bliss of forward movement without having this kind of baggage weighing you down. All right, so get into that energy right now of focusing on releasing yourself from those chains. Because if you go forward, you're just going to bring it with you. And if that doesn't happen, it's going to keep you tied down and stuck. Okay? All right, though, Team Capricorn. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And with that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for coming out here to today's daily reading. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed the time spent here today. And thank you, everybody, so much for coming on out. I really appreciate everybody here. For the 169 peeps in the chat, if you can drop a like, that'd be sweet. Thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. I do want to say, for everybody who sent in donations today, guys, thank you so much for that. It helps out a lot more than you know. A lot of generous donations today, so thank you guys so much for it. It really, really helps out. I did want to mention to you, coming up tomorrow, I do actually have the Book of Answers video for June coming out. So I know it's been a while since I've done one. I think that the last one I did was in January, so I'm really sorry for the delay, guys. But there's going to be a June 2023 prediction video using the Book of Answers that'll be posted and uploaded tomorrow. So hopefully you guys will be excited for that as well, okay? All right, though, guys. With that all being said, I love you all so much. If you're interested in getting a personal reading with me, do remember, guys, if you want a 15-minute personal reading, feel free to use code POPPIN, POPPIN, for 20% off of that reading, only on CancerMoonsTarot.com. My website's the first link in the description below. All right, everybody, it's been a fun Wednesday. Have a happy Wednesday. Have a safe and happy and fun hump day. Love spending time with you, with each and every single one of you. I'm tired now and drained. I'm going to go ahead and relax and recuperate, and I'll catch everybody in the next video. Guys, much love, take care, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.